So during step 4, and at the end with the use of template 4B, you were able to map out an experience in a specific situation, let's say with a boss or a friend, any situation that you would analyze, maybe first a past situation, and from having a good idea of what your elements of happiness would be, having a good knowledge of the situation, you were able to evidence, so basically see how it was, how the experience was, how you experience it at any of your dimensions, from what may have been non-conducive. So for example, you may have been very tense in that situation, also very anxious or angry. You may not have been very logical, so more illogical, and were not really acting the way you thought would be more conducive to being happy, so in terms of your actions here. You would have identified the notions you may have had that may not have been very healthy in terms of your self-esteem or what you thought of your worth. You may not have been connected from the inside and use mechanisms that would not support the best of you, let's say. Or maybe at the same time you may have had some way to calm yourself and be more logical and so on. So you were able to actually have a good analysis of that situation, that moment in a situation, and you evidence what would not have been conducive to happiness, and maybe some of the ways that would have been conducive to happiness. And so that would give you a good knowledge overall of the situation. So what you actually have been doing is that from a specific situation, knowing what would be important for your happiness, having a good sense of the world, you evidence what was non-conducive to happiness and what may have been conducive to happiness. For step 5, it goes somewhat further. So it's the same as step 4, but it adds a actual tool of going to what was, so in terms of how you were in the situation, with non-conducive experiences or conducive one. It adds something that goes from evidencing to actually envisioning or imagining or foreseeing, etc., on from how it was, that experience, to how it could be or could have been if you experienced it at every dimension in a way that was conducive to happiness. So it's from seeing how it was and from the analysis and seeing how it could be, imagining it, very, very vividly, or foreseeing it on how it could be if you were experiencing it in a way that was conducive to happiness.